In this video, you will learn the 5 different types of orders to take on DoorDash in order to achieve and maintain platinum status and enjoy the benefits. Many users often struggle to achieve and maintain DoorDash platinum status, which may make them feel overwhelmed or frustrated. There seems to be a sense that you have to take bad orders just to get to platinum status, but that's not true. And this can be an over-exaggeration of what a good and bad order looks like. But if we're consistent with this strategy that we're about to talk about, we will achieve and maintain platinum status with DoorDash. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin! In this diagram, we're going to cover the 5 types of orders to take on DoorDash. Starting from the bottom, we're going to work our way up. Starting with questionable orders, such as a slightly upside down order or a $1 per mile order or an order that has just a little bit over $1 per mile. Let's talk about that. So if you get one of these type of orders, it's going to be okay. Like if you're going on your way back home or a hot zone or a market that you're already going to in the begin with, you just got to make sure this makes sense. This may sound broad, but let's break this down a little bit more. Have you ever received an order that looked like that it was upside down, but you knew that the mileage was actually off? Just because you know the map is actually showing you that you're going to be going another way and coming around.
You make me so mad.
That's happened to me before where I'm like, I don't have to go around that way. That's another 1.5 miles. That's ridiculous. All I got to do is like go up, make a turn. Duh. And that takes off the extra 1.5 miles or so. Or sometimes I'll be heading into a direction and all I needed to do was actually just turn around instead of just going another mile or two around and making another road. This can make a difference between accepting the order and declining the order. Now let's look at another scenario story. Let's just say we received and we delivered the order and we're about 3 miles away from where we were at in our hot zone around that restaurant. But then we get another order from that same restaurant or right in that same location. And let's say since we're already 3 miles away, well, there's already going to be 3 miles added to when we're actually going to be going right back to that hot zone. For example, let's just say we just took a $7 order for 4 miles, but we went out 3 miles out, but then we get dinged again from the same restaurant. Now it's saying $7 for 7 miles. Would you still go get it? Because at the time it would actually look like it's actually $1 per mile, but you're doing the same thing, right? You're heading right back to that restaurant, but yet it was $7 and it's for 4 miles. It's pretty much the same order, but you're just out 3 miles further. So you just might as well take and accept that order, go back to that restaurant, and go deliver that order as well. And if you understand this little trick, just type in, "I got it" in the comment box. Now let's look at a live scenario that just happened to me yesterday. We have an order here from Rice House Express for $6.75 for 7.2 miles. Look at the little blue dot of where my location is, and you see where the restaurant is. That blue dot from the restaurant is actually 1.4 miles away. So therefore, when you subtract that, you're right there, right under 6 miles. So it's going to make it 675 from 6 miles because I was heading to that location anyways. So therefore, from the time of day, and I was already seeing like questionable orders anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take this. What my main thing is just keep busy. Just keep going because you're not going to make money if you're just sitting around. For reals. And in order to get and keep platinum status on DoorDash, you got to master the art of knowing when to accept and decline questionable orders. And after you watch this video, you're going to want to watch these videos to get a deeper understanding for orders to and not take. So now we have completed level 1, and that was questionable orders. Now in level 2, we're going to see orders that are acceptable. Here we see the Mexican grill for $5 for 1.7 miles. This is not a bad order. It's definitely not upside down. It's definitely over $2 a mile ratio. But the thing is, just keep on getting $5 orders. It's really going to feel like, oh, that's not very much. It helps a bit better when you get the $7 or $8. But getting this type of order is actually not that bad. because the mileage is so much better. You can actually knock out, especially if it's consistent, you can knock out like even 3 or maybe even 4 orders that's low mileage. So don't go to sleep on these type of orders. Take them. So by staying consistent through the day, mix and matching with questionable orders and acceptable orders and the orders we're about to reveal, it really makes a difference. Now we just covered 2 types of orders to take. The questionable orders, the acceptable orders, and now the good orders. The pickups at Wingstop, 7.25 plus for 2.9 miles. Notice it said right here on this order, this actually says plus. So this means the total will be higher. But even if it wasn't higher, even if it just stayed at $7.25, that's still a good order for the mileage. It's over the $2 per mile. Hey, that's all right. Take this thing. We're taking this all day long because it's what? A good order. And with us being consistent, we're just keep on building up. And this is our example of a good order. The $7 range, $8, good orders. Now in tier 4, we're going to go over A+ orders. Let's look here. We have Chipotle Mexican Grill for $9.50 for 3.6 miles. Man, these orders may not be the bangers, but they definitely get your profits up quicker. Make sure we're staying consistent all through our workday, taking these types of orders. Because when we get these A+ orders, it's really going to start building us up and we're still going to get some momentum of really having a great day. And I understand, not everybody can just stay out there for hours upon hours a day. Some of you might just be able to do a lunchtime, or you might not see these type of orders just because you're just there just for a little bit, maybe just 2 hours. But the more you're out there, the more you're going to be able to see good A+ orders. And just by seeing what's available out there, this should make us want even more just to be platinum status, because it is achievable. And by being platinum status, we actually have an edge on the dasher next to us that's not. Now we have covered 4 of the 5 different types of orders to take on DoorDash to maintain and keep platinum status. And let's do a quick review. We have questionable orders. We have acceptable orders. We have good orders. We have the A+ orders. And now someone say bangers! Some people refer to these as banger orders. Some people just look at these as glorious orders. No matter what, these are just plain awesome orders. Let's look for an example. Here we see Taco Bell for $16.25 plus for 5.7 miles. Now receiving these type of orders can just change your day for the better. You know it. And it is the reason why this makes platinum status worth it. And let me tell you, once you get multiple orders like this, you're going to be like, oh my, and you're going to love it. And especially when you're out there pretty much all day and you keep on being consistent with getting these type of orders, we are going to have a great day. My personal best is $301 for one day. And I wasn't even out there all day long. I got a catering order that paid me $78. So, hello somebody. You may have seen my ride-along video where I got a $30 plus catering order and I had to have a moment of silence. I was so happy. Just because I love these orders. Taking these 5 types of orders on DoorDash, the questionable orders, the acceptable orders, the good orders, the A+ orders, and the bangers, we will succeed. I hope you found value out of this video, and please subscribe and see me in the next video.